Okay, let's tackle a classic economic puzzle. The answer isn't what you'd think.
So why is something we literally need to live, like water, almost free?
While a diamond, which is kind of useless, costs a fortune. What's going on here?
Yep, that's the water-diamond paradox. To crack it, we gotta think like an economist.
And that starts with microeconomics. Basically, how we make choices when we can't have everything.
The big idea here? Scarcity. There's just not enough stuff to go around, which forces us to choose.
Which brings us to a huge concept, opportunity cost. It's what you give up with every choice.
For example, say you decide to buy a new shirt.
Well, the opportunity cost is the pants you didn't buy with that same cash.
You know, this focus on trade-offs is exactly why they call economics the dismal science.
So to figure all this out, economists use models, simplified versions of the world.
And hey, these models aren't perfect. As George Box said, they're wrong, but some are useful.
And the most famous model of all, the one that solves our puzzle, supply and demand?
First up, demand. It's simple, right? When the price goes up, people want less of it.
And on the flip side, you have supply. The higher the price, the more companies want to sell.
The price then gets set right where these two forces meet in the middle.
So, back to our mystery. For water, both the demand and the supply are absolutely massive.
Diamonds, though, the supply is tiny. That's what really drives up the price.
And this whole thing perfectly shows the two sides of economics, what is versus what should be.
Okay, let's take a wild example. A kidney once sold on eBay for millions. Should that be allowed?
Economics can explain why the price was so high, but is it fair? That's a whole other question.
And this debate scales way up to how we run whole economies. Free markets versus government control.
Think of most economies today like bowling with bumpers. The market's the ball, government sets the rules.
But even this model has trade-offs. The US is super rich, but also has huge inequality.
So the big question left for us is, what's the right balance between freedom and fairness?